And the best part to me is look how far I am away from these solar panels. That's at least a 12 to 15 foot card. And today I got a question for you. Have you ever had your electricity go out and you also lose connectivity? So that's what this video is actually about today. This video is going to be brought to you by Oupes. It's a solar power generator or portable power station that we want to talk about. But first I want to talk about the actual situation. So I never forget when I found out that just because you lose power doesn't mean you don't have to lose connectivity. And what do I mean by that? Many times we've had our power to go out, maybe from an electrical storm or just in general. They're working on the system on the electrical lines on the road, or somebody runs into a telephone pole, or maybe a transformer blows up, any little thing like that, and you actually lose power to your home. Wouldn't you like to still be able to connect on social media, still be able to connect to the outside world and not lose that connectivity? You may say to me, King, wait, I have a cell phone. I can get on Facebook. I can get on YouTube. I can get on Instagram with my cell phone. Or sometimes, you notice, sometimes even on your phone, you obviously don't have enough data, or maybe your cellular data isn't working, but you have a perfectly good Wi-Fi that's just sitting in the corner, and all it needs is power. All it needs is electricity, and you can actually connect. That's what I want to talk to you about today. I'm going to use this solar power station. What I'm going to do is, while I take this out of the box, I'm going to disconnect my Wi-Fi, and I actually have my computer, so let me get that. I'm going to lose Wi-Fi for just a quick second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug it. The lights just went out. So it'll be the same thing as when you unplug that, right? Bam, the lights are out. What are we gonna do? Grab your cell phone. If you got a lot of cellular data, you can use it. But what if you have children in the home, and maybe your children are doing homework, all kind of little different things that you might want to get on the internet, but the lights are going to be out for, you call your energy company, they tell you the lights are going to be out for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. You don't want to have to go get a huge generator, pour gas in it, pull it, crank it to get going, when you can have a nice quiet generator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, kind of show you how it looks coming out of the box. I believe I took this out about a couple of days ago and charged it, but they come about halfway charged anyway if I forgot to do that. But I got a huge base. So this is our charger. You can charge these in the wall. So basically it's like keeping some power on reserve. It's kind of like having reserve power. So even if you don't have these solar panels that you see back here, they actually sent us this company sent us 200 watt solar panels that we're going to try to hook together outside if we can get away from this cloudy day. But even if it's cloudy, we're going to still go outside even on a cloudy day. So you got this, and you can charge it from your car. I don't know why that's actually a thing, that they always send car chargers with these solar power stations. I can't understand it. Like, why would I go crank up my car to charge up a battery and lose the gas? I don't know. I don't get that part. But anyway, you can charge it in your car, you can charge it on solar, or you can charge it on the wall. Let's take it out. This is a big one. This is a big one. Set it on the side. See if y'all can see that. So I might have to put it on top of this box. All right, so this one is different in the fact that this is the first one I've gotten that this huge light strip is on the back of it. Basically, I think I gotta turn it on, right? Let's see, power button. So it's real simple on the front, power button. And while I'm explaining everything to you, let's see. Okay, yep, I didn't charge it. It's at 62%, but we're gonna use it anyway. I think when you get them out of the box, it's gonna tell you do not use before you fully charge it. But since we're just doing this for about 5-10 minutes for the sake of the video, I'm gonna go ahead on and use it. So I'm gonna get my Wi-Fi and I'm gonna plug it in. Because it takes time, it takes about 5 minutes for my Wi-Fi to actually cycle through and actually come back on. So right now, if I look at my, let me show you while I'm plugging that up. Plug that in. So right now, if you look, you can see right here, well, now you can see it. My Wi-Fi is actually off. That little part that's like dimmed out, it's off. I'm gonna bring it around so you can, I have to turn this part on. So you can see back here, you can see that it's off. Oh, I turned it off, sorry. Alright. And so you'll start seeing the lights starting to come back on. So now you can see it's starting to cycle up. Let me get in closer. I like the display. It actually goes off. If it's inactive, you're not doing anything, it's gonna just go off. But you got your 2 USB ports, and here you even got 2 USB-C ports. One is a 60 watt, one is an 18 watt. And you also have your 12 volt and your 10 amp, your little 12 volt plugs. And you got your input. Input right here is where you're actually gonna put in your solar, or you're gonna put in your, that card here. And it's cycling up. So basically this little plug here goes into this input plug, and then you would take this and plug it into the wall. And you can see here it's still cycling up, if you can see that. Still cycling up. You ever think about when there's a hurricane or a storm, many times the internet is still active. The line that comes in. So the internet and your electricity is on 2 separate systems. Many times the energy companies, when a storm is coming, to keep from losing transformers, they will actually cut the power early than it should. But if you had your, you can see it's still cycling up. If you had your Wi-Fi or your internet system powered, then you could actually still use it even though everything is off. So, and I think about where you look at Facebook and they're always saying check in, check in. Well, in the case of not having cellular data or losing your cellular data, if you can power your phone to your Wi-Fi, then you'll be able to make calls. I know last year, I think it was last year when we had our storm, my phone stopped working. Wi-Fi worked perfectly, but I couldn't make a call. Like I would try to call somebody and it would not let me dial out for whatever reason. But to be able to connect to the Wi-Fi and be able to get on Messenger, on any of these apps where you can actually call your friend, call your family, let them know that you're okay. I think that's where these systems are gonna make up for what they're worth in time. The little small practical things that you can actually use this for. So right now, I just showed you that it was off, and now you can see right now, get a little closer. Remember that was grayed out. Now the Wi-Fi is back. Let's check it out. Let me get into I'm gonna turn I gotta turn the volume off. But here we go. We got a little Deep South Homestead. We got Country Wayne, Richard Fame, David Chappelle monologue. Let's look at, hey, my lights are out, so just check this out. Remember, I unplugged it from the wall, so the power is out. The power is out. I plugged it into my solar power station. That's the only thing. And of course I don't want to get a strike, so I'm not going to play, but you can see that it's playing. Let me see how long the ad is. It's about 30 minutes. I'm gonna let about 15 seconds of the ad go. Don't forget to support your YouTubers. Let a little bit of the ad play. Alrighty. Voila. Who's that? Oh, Mr. Danny down there. Looks like he's getting onions out. I'm guessing he's getting onions out. I'll let me see.
And it's they've got to a certain point, and I've done trim the tops of them like 3 times.
That's Mr. Danny. Wealth of information, wealth of knowledge if you're into gardening. But check that out. Even if I lose, I can actually get on here. I can go on Facebook. I can go on Messenger. I can actually call my friends and family through this Wi-Fi system. If I did not have this solar power generator or this solar power station, if I did not have that, I would not be able to connect to the internet, to social media, that's where a lot of you might not like social media, but that's where a lot of your family and friends are. You have your mom is on there, your brothers are on social media, and I don't have this huge thing. You couldn't bring a generator in your house and started it and did this. Why? Because you'll kill yourself from the carbon dioxide. But this way, it's actually quiet, setting off to the side. A whole day it can run, and it's only on 60%. So if it was at 100%, you're looking at least 2 days, and you're not going to use your Wi-Fi that much. But just if you wanted to plug in for like an hour or so, you can plug in. For those of you that are, it's not going to work if you're off grid. Because the only other way is maybe to be able to power your phone. If you had like a mobile hotspot or something and you needed to power a mobile hotspot, you can do it with this. And they do have just mobile hotspots by themselves that you might need to power if you are off grid. But for the most part, this is an emergency. If you're at home, the lights are out, the neighborhood is storming outside, so your children can't come check on you. You can actually have one of these. This one will be in the description. This link will be in the description. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go outside and we're gonna check these out. Like I said, I got 2 solar panels. We're gonna check it out to see how it reacts. We're not getting much sun. We've been under cloud cover for the last couple of days, so we have to see how this thing reacts in cloud cover. See if it's gonna be able to pull in any kind of wattage. I know with full sun, we all know it's gonna pull in about, I'm gonna say about 80 watts each panel. Each 100-watt panel pulls in about 80 watts off of the sun. I've never seen one pull 100 watts. So if somebody makes one of those, never know, it might be them. But I've never seen it yet. But for the most part, you can see the internet is working. I want to talk about practical things. You might want to know if a blow dryer works. I don't know why people want to know that. Basically, just about every solar power station can power a blow dryer. So I'm going to plug it in. We got 3 receptacles right here. That's a good thing. And of course, I don't know how to make Bell's thing work, so okay. How to make, this thing is real. I think my daughter was playing with this thing. I gotta reset this, okay. She was playing with it this morning for some reason. It's cold, but basically they all work. Ooh. It's cold in this house though. It does warm me up. But most of them, let's see if I can, it's pulling, oh my gosh. With this and that, we're pulling 500 watts. See if I can show y'all that, because I got it on full speed right here. We're pulling 500 watts. Wow, that gives you 1 hour of blow drying, and that's at high speed. You can hear the fan on. Most solar power stations, when you hear that fan, that's to keep the battery cool at a cool temperature. Right now, the Wi-Fi is pulling 9 watts. Let me see if I take it out, if that'll change. And then the hours will start changing. It was at 1 hour when I was using that blow dryer. Now it's gonna start back changing to its normal setting for whatever you're drawing on. And the fan is still going. I don't like that it goes off so fast, but it's cool. Okay, fan went off because we've taken off the blow dryer. It was pulling so much heat. It wanted to keep it cool, so that works. Kicked on like it was supposed to. And so it's pulling 9 watts. And it's at 60%, so it got 20 hours. It'll probably be about 2 days, and that's gonna keep changing as it fluctuates. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful thing to think about is your practical uses, your everyday uses. Putting a TV on this. Most people like me, I have a Samsung, and actually the internet or the connectivity is in the TV. So just plugging up just the TV, just the television, you can actually access the internet. You can access just about everything through the TV. So if you got a TV like that, you don't really need to have the computer. I like to use the computer, or like I said, even if you have your phone and your mobile data is off or low or you out for the month, then you can actually plug up your phone if it's dead, and also with your Wi-Fi going, you can actually use the Wi-Fi on your phone. Now you can make those calls on Messenger and WhatsApp, and all of those apps you can actually use to connect to the outside world, let people know how you're doing. You can always call 911, but as far as your family and other places, you want to be able to let them know how you're doing, and sometimes you can't do that without electricity. So let's go ahead and go outside and let's check this thing out and see how it works in dim conditions, because it's not much sun out there. Give me a second. All right, so it's kind of windy out here, so I hope y'all can hear me. This is the Oupes solar power panels. Real sleek design. I'm going to show you up close. If you want to see the name, Oupes. The back, you can't even tell. This is like one of the most unique zippers I've ever seen. It's like a hidden zipper. I don't know if you can see that, but it's real cool that you don't even know that the zipper's there, but it unzips. Really cool. So the wire or the charger, the card itself is actually attached to the panel, and here you have your first lead out, and here is your connectors for if you want to connect 2 panels. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to use this one because I already have that one. I put this on that one, so all I'm going to do is put this one to the side. I'm going to connect this one into the other panel that already has one connected to it. So I'm going to go ahead and zip this one up. Like I said, not much sun. I'm going to show you the sky, show you what kind of sky we're working with before we get started. Let me put that twist tie in there. Basically, I'm going to show you how to open this thing up. Beautifully long wire. Some of these things come with some short wires, so it's cool to see that this wire is pretty long. Probably should have measured it, but I think this is one of the longest wires that I've seen actually come with a solar panel itself. Show you how to open this thing up. Basically, you open it up. Panels are there. These are the stands. The orange parts are just the stands for you to Velcro. It's just Velcro. Right? Open them up, and we're gonna sit them down. I'm gonna sit it right here in front of the other one. I'm not gonna block the other one, but I'm gonna put it right here in front of the other one. Try to angle it toward the sun. The sun is there, not much, but it's there. And let me take the film off. I usually don't ever take the film off of them, but I'm thinking this time they sent me 2. I'm gonna take the film off. It's just a protective film. I don't think it's needed. If it is needed, sorry. Better look without it. Real sticky paper. So basically I'm gonna take that card. Both of these, the cards are connected. Both have pouches, exact same thing. I'm gonna pull that card out of there. Now I'll show you how it looks. Because that card is so long, I'm gonna bring it up close. Usually on the reviews I do, it's hard for me to get it to you because I can't, the cards are so short. Can't even get up to the camera. But this particular one, these cards are so long, I'll be able to get it close to you. So that's a plus. And it's a plus if you're working and you're trying to keep space and you want to put your solar panels out further away from where you are, you can. Get that. All right, so this one is coming from the new one that we opened up, and this one is coming from the one I kind of played with already. Basically, you just plug it in right here, and they're plugged together. So both of these are plugged together now, and only one card goes into right into that input right here. Input. Now it's going to input power. Let's see how much power is going to go in. So if you look right here at the bottom, 0 watt is going out, 16 watts going in. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably gotta, oh, there we go. So 16 watts going in with no sun out. No sun out. All cloud cover. Let me show you how it looks. So if the Wi-Fi was pulling 9 watts, 1 hour of solar charging on a day like this, 1 hour, I mean it's darkly clouded, covered everywhere. 1 hour will get you 1 hour of Wi-Fi. I do have some sun. It's right here somewhere. I can see the illumination of it, but you really can't see it. But my sun is right here. But you can see everything else is super, super, super cloudy. Let me see if it's changed from that 16. But you can see that. That's the setup. That's the setup. Still pulling in around the same thing, 15 to 16 watts. Now, the cool thing about this is the wires are so long. I can put this inside my house and have these wires running out a window, right? I can put this inside my house on a table, run these wires outside the window, outside my back window, and have it charging without you hearing the noise, without you ever knowing that I'm charging anything. You'll never know that I'm charging my solar. You'll never know I got power in my home. I just set these out on the ground in the backyard. That's what's cool about these long cards, super long cards. And it's steady charging. I'm gonna leave it out here. Nobody usually comes out here to steal, but I'll leave it out here. That's it for today's video. The link is in the description. We don't get paid anything, but we are sent these for free to actually review and to look at. The only thing I don't like about this one, the only one thing I don't like about this one is that the display goes off so fast. It saves power, and that's a good thing because it's not trying to waste power on the display. If you're not using it, bam, 5 seconds, I think about 5-10 seconds is off. But when you go back to use it, you know, people like us, we just like to keep looking at it. But as soon as you're not using it, it shows you what it needs to show you, and it's back to power saving mode, because it wants you to be able to use the power and not waste it on the illuminated screen. I said that's the only thing I don't like, so that's a good thing. And the best part to me is look how far I am away from these solar panels. I'm that's at least a 12 to 15 foot card. I love that about it. All right, so thank y'all for taking the time to hang out with us today for our solar panels and our solar power station reviews. You're probably thinking, should I get this one? This is just a review to show you this particular brand. I think in my heart of hearts, you need some kind of solar power. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. Look at all our videos and try to pick the right one that's for you. You might like them a little heavier, you might like them a little lighter. I don't know, but you need one. This one is in the description. Check it out. If you want it, go get it. That's on you. Thank y'all for watching the Go From Network. And as always, I love that long card. I love that long card. Grow, grow, grow. This is not the biggest one we have. We actually got a huge one we might show you one day. But these are just sent to us from particular companies for us to review them for those companies. So we just want to share those with you all, just sharing it with our subscriber base. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one.